There are four things you can't get back in life: the word after it's said, an opportunity after it's missed, time after it's gone, and trust after it's lost.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Ellie's channel. I know it's been quite some time since I have been on. It's just been so much going on. Last night, I had mentioned to you guys I was sick in one of my quick update videos. Recovering. I'm not fully better yet, but I am doing a lot better. Had a terrible head cold with a sinus infection. So it was taking a toll on my body. I was coughing a lot. My nose was stuffed. I had sore throat. I had a headache. All the 9 yards. So that's why it took me a while to come back on. I really don't. Also, by the way, I don't know why my camera is like this right now, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. But yeah, it was a tough week. It was actually the worst cold that I've ever had. I've never had a cold that bad before. But being with all the new viruses and with the RSV viruses and flu and COVID rising even more so now, especially in children, I ended up getting a really bad cold. Well, first it was my 6-year-old that was sick. And thank God he's doing much better, but what he had passed on to me, which was likely to happen anyway, because if you're a parent that takes care of your child and they become sick, usually the parent gets sick as well. So he's actually still sleeping. I decided to keep him home for another week. He's going to be returning back to school on Monday. Just like for extra precaution, I always like to have that extra week to have his body recover. So, but anyway, I am back. My voice is back. I'm feeling a lot better. As I said, I'm not fully 100%, but I am doing a lot better. So I'm here now, and I actually want to continue to read the book where we left off in the marriage bed. I know, again, it's been a while. So, of course, I'm going to retouch up where we left off, which was in again, the marriage bed. We're reading the marriage bed right now. And where we had last left off from, according to my last video, was where they were in the congregation and they were in the church, and the pastor was talking about how basically it's not your season yet. He was just speaking to like the congregation, and he was preaching about how it's not your season yet. And I'm gonna just read the last part of the last chapter, which says, I need somebody to know your season is coming, but you need to be patient. You may be lying on your bed of affliction, dealing with some denials and suffering in sickness, and suffering in sickness, but your season is coming. Yes, I know every time you look around, others are being blessed and not you. You feel like this man telling Jesus, every time the water is troubled, someone beats me to my deliverance. You are looking around and see the crowd is starting to thin out, but you're still there. All the folks before you have gotten their blessing and gone, and you're still waiting, trying to figure out, when will it be my time? Glancing at your watch, and Jesus still hasn't come. Peeking through the blinds and mourning, still hasn't showed up. Beloved, it's not your season yet. I have come to know that God will put you in a painful place intentionally and allow you to hurt. God will deliberately place you around folks who talk about you all day long, and you'll know it. God is going to assign you some stuff to do don't make sense to your natural, and it will benefit everybody but you. Why? Because your season has not come yet. The spirit in the church rises as Pastor closes his sermon. I look at Jerome and our eyes connect. I smile and he smiles back. Okay, so that's where we left off from my last video. And again, this book is about infidelity, Jerome cheating on his wife. So that's what this book is pretty much about. So we're going to take it up right now from Jerome, which is the next chapter, which reads, I gaze over at Lynn. Lynn is his wife, by the way. I'm repeating myself because I know it's been a while since I've been on. So I gaze over at Lynn, and when our eyes connect, we both smile. I feel my phone vibrate. I pull it out to see a text from an unknown number. I need to see you. You will tomorrow. No, today. It's important. I don't care how important it is. Weekends are off limits. Not if I tell. I am sick of you and these threats. It is not a threat. It's not a threat. Maybe I'll wait for church to be over and tell your wife how good her husband says. Now, let's try this again. I need to see you, Jerome. Fine. I know you see it my way. Love you. When I look up, Lynn is in the midst of worship and my heart drops into the pit of my stomach. Once church is over, I grab my Bible and turn to see Erica. You're married? She whispers. I look back, but I don't see Lynn. Erica, what are you doing here? My friend invited me, but don't change the subject. Are you married? Yes, but I can't do this right now, I say a whisper before raising my voice. It was great to have you with us today. I hope you enjoyed worship and will come again. I shake her hand and walk off. I was headed for the door until I see Deacon Matthew walk over to Lynn, who is talking to a few members. Well, if it isn't Miss Shake Your Thing, I hear him say. What did you call me? Lynn asks. Raymond, you need to back up, I tell him. I was only joking. Calm down. Don't joke with me. Joke with your mama, Lynn says before walking off. When we get in the car and get our seatbelts on, we both speak at the same time. Go ahead, I state, starting the car and pulling off. Why didn't you tell me about the pictures sent to the deacon board? It slipped my mind. What about the part where they question your ability to run your household? How do you know about that? Jerome, what right do they have to say anything about our house? I am willing to bet it was old Deacon Matthews with his meddling self. He is always up in other people's business when he needs to worry about his undercover wife. Baby, they better be glad it was you they set that crap to, because I would have been thrown out of High Point Assembly. Are you done? No, as a matter of fact, I'm pissed like you should be. I told you I have it taken care of, but you shouldn't have said what you said. You better be glad, that's all I said. Calling me sweet thing. How dare him? Regardless of what he said, Lynn, you need to remain respectful. This is our place of worship. And he is the head of the deacon board. And he's also just a man, Jerome, not God. He puts his pants on the same way we do. That's the problem. Y'all give him too much power. And he thinks he can get away with saying and doing stuff like this. Me, I don't care who he is. He doesn't have the right to say anything he wants and gets away with it. You still need to respect him. I give respect when it's given. Well, this never would have happened had you had your ass at home, I yell. Wait, are you seriously blaming me for this? You had to know there would be backlash for being out with Maddie and her friends. Is this 1918 or 2018? Because I could have sworn I was 40 and not 16. Then you need to act like it, because no decent woman should have been out that time of night, that time of hour, and especially with the likes of Maddie. Everybody knows she's gay, yet you're out booty dancing with her for the world to see. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am. Good, I say before pulling into the gas station. When I put the car in gear, I take my seatbelt off and open the door, then I pause. I don't want you texting or interacting with Maddie or her friends again. Is there anything else, Daddy? She mocks in a childish voice. Take it how you want, Lynn, but you have no business hanging with them. She grabs my arm to stop me from getting out. You know, Jerome, I am ashamed that my husband has been brainwashed by a group of men who probably haven't touched their wives in years, but will proposition choir members. I am ashamed you actually think you can tell me who I can and cannot talk to. And I am even more ashamed of who you have allowed yourself to become in the name of Christianity. She counters before unfastening her seatbelt. Where are you going? To get you a Snicker because you're acting like a bit. Lynn. Now we're on Lynn chapter, which reads, I walk into the gas station and right into the chest of somebody. Lynn, Mario, I say, looking at him, then back to see Jerome pumping gas. Are you okay? He asks. Yeah, I'm good. What about you? I ask, stepping farther inside. Better now that I've laid eyes on you again. He smiles, stepping closer to me. When he gets ready to put his arms around me, I move back. What are you doing? I was only going to give you a hug. Oh, that's not necessary, I state. Are you sure you're okay? Did something happen? What do you mean? The way you got out the car, did the man upset you? That man is my husband. He must not be good at it because if you were mine, I'm sorry, but I am not yours. As a matter of fact, I find it odd that I've bumped into you twice within the last 2 days. Maybe it's fate, and maybe it's not. Either way, it's creepy. Excuse me. I turn to go to leave, but he grabs my arm. Lynn, why are you fighting this? You seem interested when I was buying your drinks. I turn back to him and snatch my arm away. Are you serious? Very, he smiles. If I can recall, Mario, you offered to buy my drinks. I didn't request. However, let me repay you so you can leave me the hell alone. I reach into my wallet and pull out a $10 bill. Here, this should cover the one mojito you gave me. It wasn't good anyway. Lynn, are you okay? Jerome asks from behind me. I turn around, but Mario steps in front of me. No, she's not, but don't worry, I'll take care of her, Mario answers. Will you please move? I say. Mario doesn't move. He turns back to me. Está bien, mi amor. Look, dude, we don't know what you said, and neither do we care. It would be best for the both of us if you go on. Is that what you want me pronto ser? Mi pronto ser, I repeat, confused. My soon-to-be. Mario says, rubbing my face. I slap his hand away. Dude, the only thing soon to be is your ass being kicked if you don't get your hand off my wife. Mario laughs. Mario, I don't know what your problem is, but please leave me alone. If I see you following me again, I will call the police. He blows me a kiss before walking off. Who was that? Jerome asks. Let's just go. We ride in silence for a few minutes. Who was that? Jerome asks, breaking through the thick air in the car. The owner of the club I went to the other night. Do you know him? I just told you. I met him at the club the other night. He seems overly concerned about you. I know, and it's creepy. Are you having an affair? I laugh. He doesn't. Are you serious? Yes, this dude was very interested in you, and I just fail to believe you just met him. You're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking. I'm only stating the obvious, Lynn. Jerome, what is going on? Why are you arguing after the day we had yesterday? This isn't arguing, but I can't help but wonder why you're so interested in sex toys, and you didn't seem to have an issue with them yesterday, though. I say, I did that for you. Did he turn you on to them? Did who turn me on to what? Your little Spanish boyfriend. Jerome says, trying to mimic Mattio's voice. Have you used sex toys with him? Yes, Jerome. We use them every second Tuesday when we meet up for our bi-weekly sex sessions once you and the children are gone. For all I know, you could have, he replies. I did. You think that much, or should I say that less of me? I ask, looking at him. You actually believe I would cheat on you? Right now, I don't know what to think because you are the one who is acting differently, he says. You buy lingerie, sex toys, you go out to clubs and hang with lesbians. To be honest, I don't know who you are anymore. Where is all of this coming from? From the last 6 months, all I have talked about is celebrating my 40th birthday with you. I told you what I wanted, which was a weekend at home with you, doing the kinds of things we used to do, things to spice up our marriage bed. Now suddenly it's a problem. Why? I don't say anything. Why, Jerome? Why is it I can trust you, but you can't trust me? Why is it you can have lunch with women and I never bat an eye, but you see me in an uncomfortable position and instead of coming to my rescue, you accuse me of cheating? Why? Next chapter, Jerome. Answer me, Lynn screams. I'm only trying to figure out where this change is coming from. Oh, okay, that's it. It has nothing to do with the fact you haven't touched your wife sexually in 6 months. No, I told you. No, Jerome, you haven't told me anything. All you done is accuse me. What do you want from me, Lynn? Honesty. I don't say anything. Take me home, Jerome. I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? For everything. What does that mean? Why are you speaking in code? What are you sorry for? Just be honest. Car horn blares. I hit on brakes to keep from hitting the car in front of me. After a few seconds, I begin to drive again. Please take me home. Aren't we picking the kids up for dinner? No. We continue the drive home in silence. I pull into the garage, put the car in park, and turn it off. Lynn unfastens her seatbelt and turns to me. I'm going to my parents' house for a little while. Babe, don't leave like this because you're angry. I'm not angry, Jerome, but I am confused. Confused about what? I am confused about what transpired during the time you left for church until the time church was over that put you into the mood you're currently in. And don't act like it was dude at the gas station because you were acting stank before that. What happened? I open my mouth to say something, but she holds up her hand. You know what? Never mind. Here's what is about to happen. I'm going to get out of your car. Then I'm going to my parents where I will stay for a little while. Once I'm done, I'm coming home. That should give you a good 1 to 3 hours. 1 to 3 hours to do what? Figure out a way to tell your wife the truth. I watch as Lynn gets out of my car and into hers. When she backs out of the driveway, I let the garage down and go in the house. Going over to the wet bar, I make a Hennessy and Coke before walking to the bedroom. I sit my drink on the nightstand along with my phone and keys, then remove my pants, tie, and shirt, throwing them across the bed. Once I am down to only my boxes and t-shirt, I sit on the side of the bed with my phone and open the Messenger app. Are you there? A few seconds later, a response. Yes. Are you on the way? No, I'm not coming. Look, I can't do this anymore. I figured as much. It's cool. You are getting too attached and carried away with your threats. I cannot allow you to ruin all that I have worked hard for. You can't allow me to ruin it. You took vows, not me. I know, and I am sorry for ever getting involved with you. Oh, you might not be now, but you will be. What is that supposed to mean? No response. Hello. I go to grab my drink and waste some on my hand. Shaking the liquid off, I head into the bathroom. I sit the phone on the sink and turn on the water to wash my hands when I hear the chirp of the alarm. Lynn, I turn off the water. Another sound. I walk out of the bathroom and down the hall. Lynn, are you here? When I turn the corner, what are you doing in my house? finishing our conversation. Drink. No, and you need to leave. Either have a drink or I'll sit here until the wife and children get home. You think you can explain my being here then? I laugh. I am not scared of your threats anymore, and I am tired of doing this. You can stay here until Jesus returns, because my wife will never believe anything you have to say. No, but she might believe what I have to show her. She punches something on her phone, and a video begins to play of me and her having sex. You were saying? Wow, so yeah, that's that guilty conscience talking. So we're going to stop here for now because I do still have my 6-year-old home with me. And he actually just got up like a few minutes ago. So I am going to wash him up, prepare breakfast for him. And after I'm done with him, I'll be back on to continue reading. But all in all, yes, usually when someone's cheating, they're usually the first ones to constantly accuse you. And I actually, unfortunately, I know this from experience for myself. So, we're gonna end it there for right now. I hope you guys are enjoying the book. I know it's been a while again. But now that I am doing much better, I will try to be on here as often as I can. And until next time, please, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
There are 4 things you can't get back in life. The word after it's said, an opportunity after it's missed, time after it's gone, and trust after it's lost.